everybody.
It's Friday.
We made it to Friday.
Made it. Every week, it's like a celebration, right?
It should be.
Yeah.
Don't you all celebrate on Friday?
Well, for me,
it's the beginning of the weekend.
I feel like this is 2 weeks in, back from maternity leave, 2 full weeks in. I'm feeling good. It kind of feels like I never left.
Yeah, no,
yeah. Like right back to it.
You're right back in the groove.
Yeah.
Here's the big question, though. How did you sleep last night? How are you sleeping these days?
Well, actually, we've been lucky. Rocco is now sleeping until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So he will
that's
wake
pretty
up.
good.
So, but I had so much to do before we went to bed, so I didn't get to bed until 8:30. Which is very late for me.
Right, it is, considering what time
up.
You're getting up.
Yeah.
So we have some information for you. If you're not sleeping well, this new study could help you out. And it turns out...
Does it add more hours to the day? Because that's the only way.
That's the other thing we're going to do, add more hours to the day. But it turns out, the study has found that it could be all about forgiveness. If you forgive yourself for whatever you're holding against yourself, and you forgive others for however they have hurt you, you may sleep better.
You know, I can see this because I feel like I've had conversations laying in bed, is it lying in bed, thinking about what I'm going to say to a person. Like, tomorrow, I'm going to tell them how I feel.
Oh, I know. Don't you rehearse it in your head?
Yes.
Like, you know, and then you're trying to sleep.
Right.
And instead, you're rehearsing this conversation in your head. But it is good for you to release it. So this was an article that was published in the Washington Post about this study. And 1/3 of Americans say they lie awake a few nights each week.
Thinking,
so it's a big deal. Thinking, yeah. And so if they forgive themselves or others, they were likely not only to sleep better, but sleep longer.
How do you get, but this is going to take a lot of work, though, to get past whatever it is that you need to forgive.
I know. You need to work through it.
I just need more hours in the day, that's all.
Well, there's that, too.
Specifically, more hours at nighttime. For sleeping.
We're going to get some scientists on that to try to figure out how that could be possible. But anyway, right now, because it is Friday, it is time for something that we love, our Friday Free-for-All, where we get to answer questions that you provided on the Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page. And we're going to begin with one from CJ, who asks, your favorite way to spend Halloween or favorite Halloween memory?
I love just spending it with my family. I mean, we've tried to do group costumes every year. This year is a house divided. The kids are their own unique people now. And so they want to do what they want to do. And so everybody's going their own separate ways this Halloween, which I'm not happy about.
Well, you know what? Sometimes that happens. But yeah, I think one of my favorite things about, I mean, I like a lot about Halloween. One of my favorite things is, buying the candy and then
eating it?
Eating so before they actually come. Like you pick out your absolute favorites.
So you take that out of the bag?
Yeah, I do.
So
like
expensive,
I take the little
Halloween candy.
I know, it is expensive.
I do have to say, though, one of my favorites is my Aunt Dorinda and my Uncle Jim used to host Halloweeny roast at their house.
Oh, how fun.
They would have a hot dog roast at their house, and I remember them doing this, and so we are going to attempt to do it this year.
That's a great idea.
I'm excited.
That's super. All right, Beverly wants to know, what is your favorite place to travel? Oh, let's skip that question. Let's go to the more interesting question.
Okay.
She's asking, Ron, Selena, Mikey, are any of you dating? So
Wait, this is funny because this morning you said, does this person think that they're dating together? Like all of them?
That's what I wonder. I wonder, do they think, are they asking, is Ron dating Selena? Is Selena dating,
No.
So yeah. Well, let's answer.
Really?
Ron?
Really? Yeah, I know.
They don't realize I'm the old guy around here,
So
and I don't think either one of them are 30 years old at this point. So,
No.
So you're not
I'm
dating
old. I
Selena
basically
or
have like
Mikey.
the crutch around here. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we've cleared that up.
We're
Thank
good
you,
friends.
Ron.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Yes.
well, but yeah.
We are a
so we'll just leave it at that.
here. We're very close.
I don't think that was the question.
I don't even
we'll leave
think-
it at that. We'll leave it
That
at
was
that.
a more fun question.
Okay. Well, Selena has talked about Max, so we know that she's dating Max.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so Joseph wants to know our favorite episode of PTL ever. Do you have a favorite?
I have a couple. All right, the Parmathon. Whenever you were pregnant, we had the chicken parma. I love that. I love the day that we got the news that you had given birth to Rocco. July 4th. I love that. And your birthday, the day we were able to surprise you with all sorts of stuff.
Wow.
Those have been my favorites.
So I feel like everything is surrounding me because I like the Parmesan episode, which was
It's
my
true.
favorite.
Yes, now that we think about this, yes.
My return was so fun and overwhelming. My birthday was so wonderful. And I have to say, probably my favorite, though, was the day that you joined.
Oh,
That
that's
was
so
really,
sweet.
it was
That's so sweet.
it was this turning point. There was so much anticipation and, you know, leading up to it. And then once you came on board that first day, I was like, we're going to be okay. This is going to be really fun.
We have a lot of
Yeah.
fun. We do. All right, so thank you for that question. All right, what's the next question here? Susan says, if we are fortunate enough to see you in public, do you mind if we say hello?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Say hello. We would love to meet you. Yeah,
People-
that's an easy question.
People do all the time. In fact, Lila now makes fun of me. If somebody stops me before they can even say anything or after they walk away, she'll go, I watch you all the time. So she like mocks me.
I love that.
Oh,
she
Heather
keeps you in
Abraham, I
check.
watch you all
That's
the
what she's there
time.
for, to just keep you in check. All right.
Little girl.
Wendy's
Little
asking,
girl.
this was a question you guys answered last week, but I didn't get to answer
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So Wendy was, what is your favorite elementary school memory? And I had a lot of fun in elementary school, so it was hard to pick. But I have a picture
Of course
that
you do.
shows one of my elementary school moments. So I did not ask Sarah Schaefer, who I'm with here, whether this is okay. But in the second grade or third grade talent show, we were Mary Poppins and Bert. And we sang Supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious.
and Expialidocious, yes. And so I had my bird outfit on with the hat, and Sarah Schaefer did a great job as
Look
Mary
at that
Poppins
bow
with the
tie.
umbrella.
Can we get you back to the bow tie phase?
I have bow ties at home. I could wear one.
Let's see it.
You want me to wear a bow tie next
one
week?
day, I want to see your bow tie.
You got it.
I bet it looks great on you.
You got it.
Okay, and Jenna wants to know favorite Halloween candy. Do you have one?
I like the crispy. I like crispy things,
Like
the
Kit Kat?
Nestle's Crunch, Kit Kat. I like the Hershey's Crackle. What do you like?
Oh, Snickers. For Halloween
Snickers?
candy,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a big Snickers. I like Kit Kats too.
That's
You
a
know my
good one.
favorite candy bar is Payday though. No one gives those out. They don't make them mini.
They don't make them any. All right. All right. Pam wants to know, I want to hear everyone's favorite guilty pleasure song or movie.
Bohemian Rhapsody is probably my favorite.
You came in singing this to
Yeah.
the studio today. At 4:30 in the morning, Heather Abraham is singing this as she enters the studio.
Well, I actually had a 6-minute concert in the dressing room this morning. I sang the entire song.
We need to get a camera in there. Like, we really, no, I think for me, Everybody Dance Now, which is not the real name of it, but the CNC Music Factory.
Everybody dance now.
Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah,
bum.
that
I
song
love
reminds
that song.
me of the Jonathan Taylor Thomas movie, and Chevy Chase was in it too.
I don't know what
Man
that
of the
was.
Year. Man of the Year.
See,
Man
I
of
don't
the-
know what that
Man of
is.
the House?
Yeah.
Okay, Man of the House.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, we have another
Sorry,
one. We're
Ross
going to
is
bring
yelling at
Ron
my
in
ear.
on this because
Wade.
Denny and Pam, they are both asking, or no, they're not asking. We're not moving on to that yet. Leah's asking, I know you guys love to eat. You're very perceptive. So they're asking, what is your favorite type of pie? What is your favorite pie?
Well, I really just love every pie, except for rhubarb pie and sweet potato pie. I don't like either
You
one
don't
of
like
those.
them? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I would. All right. So yeah, Ron, we're going to find out his answer later on. I would tell you graham cracker pie is my favorite pie.
I've never had graham cracker
Oh, it's like
pie.
this custard with graham cracker on the bottom.
I like
it's so
banana
delicious.
cream pie. I like lemon meringue pie. I like apple pie. I like pumpkin pie.
All the pies.
All the
She
pies.
does not discriminate against the pies.
I have no problem with pies.
All right, so next up, Dan and Pam, they want to know who is going to spill first on the new couch. Let's ask Ron that question. Ron, who do you think will spill first on the new couch?
Oh, wow. I'm going to say Heather
Yeah.
on this one. So
Probably
she
right.
does a lot of moving. She's here and there. She's always animated. That's my
possible,
guess.
yeah.
Sometimes I have some very jittery moves. I could see
Right.
me like knocking something
Yeah,
over.
yeah, exactly.
You're caffeinated, you're animated.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so this last question is one that I want to answer because
You missed it last
it
week.
deals with one of my favorite shows. So John is asking, what is David's favorite episode of The Golden Girls? And I will tell you, I love The Golden Girls.
We
If you-
all know that you
If you
love
have
them.
not watched before, I love them. But I will say my favorite episode, if I had to pick one, was the episode where Rose thinks she's responsible for the neighbor, Mrs. Claxton's death. So Mrs. Claxton was this mean woman, and she wanted this tree torn down, and they were trying to save the tree in the neighborhood. And so they show up in court, and finally Rose, who's so sweet and so nice, just goes off on Mrs. Claxton and said, you know, blah, 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 blah. And if you don't like it, you can just drop dead.
And
she
she
did.
did.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So it wasn't a great episode for Mrs. Claxton, but it's just a fictional character.
Right. So that's okay.
But anyway,
So
that
that's
was
okay.
my favorite. All right, so thank you for sending in the questions. We are going to try and answer every Friday as many questions as we can.
Right.
So post them
So
to
fun.
the Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page. But right now, we want to tell you about something happening tomorrow.
Oh, we are so excited. Now, this is weather permitting, and we are getting some good news. We think that it can still
Yes.
happen. We've been telling you a little bit about this. We are going to be at Sorgel's in Wexford.
In Wexford?
Yes. I was trying to make sure I had the right township right. Okay, so it'll be in Wexford, and that'll be from noon to 2 tomorrow. And we are really excited because Team PTL has recipe cards that we're going to be handing out.
We're going to be handing these out.
Yes.
And on the
Are they
back
upside
of
down?
it,
Oh,
it
no.
all talks about the KDKA Turkey Fund.
Right.
Because we are launching that. We launched that yesterday. We're so excited about that. So we'll talk to people about that as well. But Sorgel's tomorrow.
Let me see these because
What?
we each have one. Are these all yours? Oh, you
Those
just
are-
brought
yeah.
yours.
Well, no, Tina just gave me those, so I didn't have anyone else's.
So David, in typical David fashion, has his apple cider cocktail.
I'm telling you, it's quite good.
But they're
I did a
all-
lot of experimenting in the kitchen.
But they're all kind of Thanksgiving themed, so we're
Yeah.
having a lot of fun with it. We hope that you can come out to Sorgel's tomorrow again from noon to 2 to come meet us and take some pictures. We're going to be shooting a promo while we're out there.
Yeah, we're going to be shooting a promo while we're there. And we also want to share something else because, of course, it's Friday. So our PTL pup that we love, Penguin, is here. And there are so many Halloween choices for Penguin. So, for dogs in general. So, Penguin is going to be modeling 3 different looks
And he's a penguin.
today. Yes, he is a penguin. So,
How cute.
So you get to vote. Vote on the Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page. We're going to figure out which costume Penguin should go as for Halloween. But this is the first of the costumes. Jill has brought him there, and he's looking good, and he looks comfortable. In it.
I
It's
like that
important to be
costume.
comfortable.
And here's some video of him. As you know, he got to meet a penguin last Friday. Was it last Friday?
Yeah, it was
we showed
last
this video
Friday.
on
yeah.
Monday.
He got
So-
to meet Iceberg, who he immediately bonded with. So
I
we're going to hear all about
know.
that too.
We love it. Okay, we're going to show you some more of that video, and we'll get to see more penguins costumes coming out throughout the hour.
You can vote. Also coming up, something fun for Halloween. Selena Pompiani is back on her This time she is at a pop-up bar over on the south side, and it has a great name. It's called.
Of course it does.
What'd you say?
I said, of course it does.
Oh,
you have to have like a
I thought
catchy
you said-
name
I thought you
for
said
Halloween.
Christmas, and I was like, what? Did I miss a couple holidays? All right, it is called Cocktails from the Crypt. So we're going to check in with Selena a little bit later on.
I'm sure she's having a blast already. Also ahead, pizza. We're celebrating the last days of National Pizza Month with great tasting pies from Pittsburgh. Rachel Carlson of Yelp Pittsburgh is our guide.
And plus, we will have some laughs with one really funny guy. We're talking about comedian Marlon Wayans. He is in town for a weekend of stand-up at the Improv and a visit with us right here when PTO continues. So stay with us. We're just getting started on this Friday, October 25th. We're going to be right back.